Hey folks, just got a little update, my hobby room update. Some of you guys that follow my chats, my paint along chats, know that I've been struggling for game space here in my house for years. It's been a couple years since I've had a proper game room where I could set up my 6x4, my 4x4, 4x3, 2x2, 3x2, all that, 4x8. I haven't had room to do any of that, and now I finally got some space. This is an old storage room from back in the day. It's not the best to look at. I never painted the walls. They're still spackled. And it's pretty much still a storage room. But I did manage to set up my table, as you can see right there. Some of my other tables there on the left of the table are there. My smaller tables that I could set up. Got a cigar box mat laid out. Threw some miniatures down. I could see a whole bunch of cigar box mats, in fact, up there. And terrain and stuff underneath, that kind of thing. I got all kinds of boxes and stuff going on. This is my update. It took about 4 days. A lot of work each day, but got it cleaned out. I've got all my old stuff, my games, my old miniatures organized, put in boxes, terrain making projects that I left behind years ago that I could still pick up with. And the idea here is that I will be moving out of here about a year's time, or a year and a half, maybe 2. I doubt it, but probably next year I'm going to move it into a different house on the property, and I'm going to have a lot of space to set up permanently my full-on game room. And here it is. Now, I used to play games in here back in the day. Did some World War II games in here, Battle Group specifically. Not much, and that was about it. So some of my old battle reports I did in here. And yeah, so here I am once again back in this old room. And I basically reorganized all my rules, my miniatures, painted and unpainted. And I don't have a whole lot of painted models anymore, not like I used to. But yeah, so there it is. There's the 6x4. Cigar box mats all on display. So I'm pretty excited. So hopefully I'll be able to try some O group or battle group this weekend, and that'll be fun. Maybe I'll video a little bit of that. Who knows? Gotta get out my terrain and everything else. But yeah, I'm all set up. Of course, I got all my books, my Osprey books, a couple games, and stuff. I've had this bookshelf since I was a kid. I still got it. I still use it. But here you can see some of my stuff, and I would say this is probably about 60-70% of my stuff. About 10% was lost, sold off. The remainder still is up in my attic. I have to dig them out, and this will expand. I'll show this off in a separate video. Some of my books, you could see some of my Ospreys and Wargame Research Group books. All kinds of good stuff in there that I finally got around to organizing, hopefully for a big move next year. And of course, the games I use now, mostly role-playing games, I have in my other room. All my Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition, my D&D 5th edition, some of my D&D Red Box, Rules Cyclopedia, that stuff I still have in my other room where I use it. This is some of it, and there is a lot of stuff I have. And I'm going to make a separate video on this, but I'm going to show you guys some pretty old sets of rules. And I did manage to find DBA version 1 with my notes still written in it. I thought I sold that, but yeah, I still have it, so that's pretty cool. And there's a quick look at it. And again, I'll show this off and talk about some of this stuff in another video. Now we get down to the game table here. Look at that goodness. Boy, it's been a while. Got some action going on the tabletop. Fortunately, I take good care of my terrain that I've been using. Like this piece. Got some damaged stuff, like right here. Where is it? Yeah, there's a little damage there. You can see it. Homemade buildings. Some miniatures that are going to be rebased. A squad is going to be 3 figures on a base. O group, which I'm quite keen to play. And for my Pathfinder fans, 2nd edition, I just got this today. I love these little packet editions. And I finally got the Bestiary 2. So I have 1, 2, and 3 so far. So I'm glad to have this. Got the APG pocket edition coming as well. So yeah, I got that. And yeah, there's some of my figures waiting to be rebased. Again, more cigar box mats. So there you go. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to show it off. And like it says, get ready. The battle reports will return. The battles. And so on and so forth. Coming soon. Maybe as soon as next week. All depends. So folks, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and the update. I'll be posting more on this. I'm going to make a separate video on my game rules and books collection. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot more stuff up in the attic to bring down. A lot of mostly role-playing games, but I do have some old miniatures rules from back in the day as well that I'll talk about and show off. So stay tuned for that, folks. Till next time, you guys hang in there, because you know what? It's only going to get better. Talk to you soon, folks. Toodaloos.